All right, everybody, welcome back to my next class here at Verblink. This hour is going to be a very fun hour. We're going to practice on conversation. All right, I've got a bunch of questions dealing with dreams and things we like to do, things like that. And we're going to be talking about and sharing about ourselves, practicing our English at the same time. If you do not have this this link, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat box for you. Okay, so there it is. Go ahead and take a look at that. And as well as if you have not been to my Facebook page, this is the primary means of communicating with me. So if you have any suggestions, if you hated me, if you loved me, if you have any ideas of what you would like to learn class-wise, please go to my Facebook page and you can ask me or tell me what you want to do there. Okay, so yeah, this hour is going to be really fun. We're going to be answering questions, and that's the main thing that we are going to be doing. So when you open up the document, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and it'll say conversation questions, dreams. Okay, and so these are the questions we are going to be going over. Let's see who we have first in class. Ali, how are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Ali, you were in my last class. We were talking just a bit. Now, what is it that you do? What are you a student? Do you work full time? What do you have going on in your life?
No, I told I'm an engineer. I just graduated. I'm looking for a job. I just graduated.
Okay, you just graduated. Okay, very cool. Yeah, and you're a mechanical engineer, right?
Oh yes.
Very nice. Now, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
I'm graphic design, website design, something like that.
Very nice, very nice. You know, graphic design or website design was always something that I wish I would have been able to learn and do. I still have time to learn it, but it just seems so interesting to me to be able to design something on the internet.
Yes, really cool. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing. Let's see who else we have here. We have Amparo. How are you? Amparo, can you hear me okay? Not so much. Anastasia, how are you today? Or tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Welcome back to class.
Yeah.
So how was that last class for you? Does that make a little bit more sense of how we use the third conditional now?
Yeah, because I don't have problem with conditionals, but just practice makes perfect. That's why I just use like grammar. That's it.
Good. So what did you end up doing today, Anastasia?
Well, tennis training. Do you just say, I just train. How just you say like a tennis training, or just I train tennis, or just
you can say tennis training or tennis practice.
Yeah, tennis practice. You know, just to improve my techniques, how to play better in tennis. I just train once a week with personal trainer. Yeah.
All right, very cool.
Hire.
So you hired someone to help you work on maybe your swing or your technique, things like that.
Yes, who is just more qualified than I do.
Okay.
In tennis, yeah.
Nice. Well, cool. It's good to have you back.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
we've got Hernan as well. How you doing, Hernan?
I'm doing fine. What about you?
I'm doing good. It's a little warm today, but I think it'll turn out to be a sort of a breezy day here in Costa Rica. What's the weather like where you're at?
It's pretty hot every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Now, do you have the like summer and then rainy season as well? Are those your two seasons?
Yeah, we just have those ones. Yeah, we don't have seasons. Yep.
And when does your rainy season start?
I think October up to December. I think that, yeah.
Oh, so you have it's hot most of the year.
Yeah, it depends on which part, because the weather is according to the level C. So if you are really like under the level C, so it's gonna be really really hot. But
wow.
yeah, so in the place I am is very very hot because of that, because of the level C.
Okay. All right, and that would be because of the sea level. So you just flip them around, sea level.
Yeah, sorry, that one. Yeah.
Cool, no problems, man. All right, very cool. Well, welcome back to class. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
And we've got Javier. How you doing, Javier?
Hello, Chad. Well, I'm fine, thank you.
Cool. Now I remember this picture. We were talking about it a little bit. It had to do with either an Indian or like some type of marking.
Well,
is that
really,
right?
Yes, well, more or less. It is like a carving in the stone, which there is an prehistoric symbol here in my country, in the very ancient culture, who is carving into the stone, and really is I don't know which is the meaning of these graphics.
Okay. Yeah. So now, are you? Let's see. What country are you from? I'm thinking Venezuela, but are you not from Venezuela?
No, I'm from Spain. I'm Spain.
From Spain? Okay. Very cool.
Live in Palma de Mallorca, but these stones are in the mainland. This is on the north of Spain. This is an prehistoric culture before the Romans, or something before 2,000 years before Christ.
Okay.
Like
yeah, I know that there was. Let's see. There's a population there in Venezuela or a prehistoric culture that happened in Venezuela, and I think anyway. So I've been reading just a little bit about that. So my mind was there. Cool. So what do you do, Javier? Remind me.
Well, I am now working in a company for 10 years from now, and well, this is now in my free time try to learn English.
Cool, very cool. Well, welcome back to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Lena. How are you? Lena or Lena? How would I pronounce your name?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Now, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Lena or is it Lena?
Lena.
Lena, okay. And Lena, where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. And Lena, what do you do?
I'm teacher. Yes?
You're a teacher, and what do you teach?
I teach. I don't know how to say correct. I say how I can. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I work in kindergarten. Understand?
Yeah, that's perfect. You work in kindergarten.
With little kids. I teach. No, I teach them English. Understand?
Nice. Yeah. So you teach children English. Yeah, you do good.
Yeah.
Do good. Don't worry. Have confidence in yourself. Okay, you speak just fine. I can understand you well.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go to Luis. How are you?
Hi, fine. And you? How is it going?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. Now, Luis, that's an interesting spelling of your name. Where are you from, Luis?
I'm from Valencia.
Valencia,
Spain.
Spain.
But I live in Catalonia, in Vilafranca del Penedès.
Okay. And
I'm here. I'm working as a teacher in a high school.
Okay. Now, am I pronouncing your name correctly then? It is Luis?
No, it is with double L.
With the double
You is.
Okay, that's what I was gonna.
For
I was gonna
example,
ask you.
If you say you is.
Juice.
Like you. You is.
Interesting. I've never seen that before.
In Spanish, the name is the same, but only with one L.
Yeah, only with the one L. Okay. Okay, very cool. So, Juice, and you work as a substitute teacher.
Yes, I'm an electrical engineer, and I work as a teacher.
Okay, good, good for you. It's good to have you. Good to have you in class. All right, let's go to Manal. Manal, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How was your weekend? What did you do?
Nothing as usual. Boring.
Boring. Well, you did go shopping with your sister before, and your sister's getting married, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and you hate shopping. You're not one of those women that like to go shopping, right?
Yeah, right.
All right.
That's an awesome girl.
So did you stay at home all weekend then, or what was going on?
Yeah. I just stay here.
Okay, all right. We kind of went out. We went out and went to the park. I had to buy a printer, and so we went over to a store and finally got a printer. My wife talked me into it, and I was like, "Fine, let's do it." Because I don't like to go shopping, nor do I like to. It's funny if it has to do with food. I don't even care if it's really good food. I'm going to eat there. But if it comes to like buying clothes or odds and ends, things like that, I'm like, oh, do we really need it? I mean, seriously. But that's me. All right. Well, very cool. Welcome back to class, Manal.
Thanks.
Let's see. We also have Mahmoud. How are you? Mahmoud, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing.
Hello, Mahmoud. All right. Let's see if Amparo. Did you get your microphone working?
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you today? How's everything going?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing good. Now, this picture that you have here, what's that a picture of? I think I may have asked you about that before, but I can't remember.
Yes, it's from my city, Guayaquil, in Ecuador.
Really? That's Guayaquil. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I haven't seen too many pictures of Ecuador before.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I haven't. I had a couple of friends go and live there for a couple years. Let's see. One was in Quito.
Yeah.
And no, I think they were both in Quito. But they told me now Guayaquil is Guayaquil the capital?
No, Quito is the capital.
Okay.
Guayaquil is the largest city.
All right. Now, is Guayaquil the one that's up in the mountains? It's higher up, or is that down below?
No, that is Quito.
Guayaquil
is the port.
Gotcha. All right. That's why we see the water there and whatnot. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah. Ecuador is an interesting country from what I've read about and whatnot. They have a lot of different stations, I guess is what you can call it, from being down at sea level and going very up high, and also desert climate and things like that as well, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Very cool. Well, welcome back to class. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody. So we are going to get into this class. These are one of my favorite classes where we're sitting and talking and we are kind of sharing about ourselves. This class I liked, or this topic I liked principally because it's talking about dreams, discussing our dreams, our goals, things we want to do, things we think about. Okay, it also gets into it may get into some nightmares, but whatnot. But that's okay. All right, so let's start off with Ali. Let me have you read this first question. and
Yes.
give me your answer. Now, the trick to this, you guys, is not to give one-word answers. Okay, so if Ali reads this, it says, "Do you usually remember your dreams?" and he says, "Yes," and then he doesn't say anything else, that's not what I want. I want you to answer the question, talk to us all about it. Okay, share about yourself. Go for it, Ali.
Okay. Do you usually remember your dreams? Not all my dreams. I remember maybe when when I'm in a deep dream, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of time I don't remember, of course.
Okay, so your bad dreams you do remember, but the good dreams,
Yeah.
you say you have a harder time remembering, right?
Yes, it's cut in the good time.
Okay, interesting. That's interesting. And why do you think you remember the bad dreams and not your good dreams?
Because I think it's affect your brain in somehow.
It could be maybe a little bit more traumatic with a bad dream, and so you
Yes.
remember that a little more. Okay, and a good dream is sort of like a pleasant time. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go to Amparo. Let me have you read this next question and give me your answer.
What was your nicest dream that you can remember? I don't remember too much of my dreams, but I think it was I was traveling with my family. Yeah, we were together in visiting my sister that she lives in Chile, and I remember, yeah, that dream. Yeah.
Okay. And had it been a while since you had seen your sister?
No, she was recently here. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And so
Yeah,
that
she was
may be
visiting.
why that may be why you had that dream.
Yeah.
I know my nicest dream, or I guess my funnest dream, was when I dreamed that I could fly. And I had this like 100 times when I was little. But all it took, I would stick my arms out like this, and all I had to do was run along the street, and all of a sudden I'd lift up in the air and I would be flying. All right, and then I'd look down on my city. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. And I had that dream so many times when I was little. It was great. I loved it.
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
I just know the answer. Because like when you dream, when you're just flying when you're a kid, it's mean that you're growing up. It was proven.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
That's why many children has this dream. You know, just flying in their dreams.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does mean that you're growing up. Like
it doesn't mean that I'm actually going to be able to fly.
No, it just means no. Sorry. Well, you can try. You can try.
Yeah,
but,
no, it was my favorite dream. I love it.
Yeah, but it was just proven by scientists. You know, you just grow up physically.
Ah, okay, interesting. Did not know. All right, let's see, Anastasia. Let's see what your question is.
Okay.
All right, number 3. Go ahead and read that.
Okay. Talk about the most recent dream you had to remember that you have had in the past. Well, actually, it's kind of strange for me. I don't get this question. You know, the word most recent dream, and then it like had in the past. So, whether I should talk about my recent dream or the dream that I had in the past.
It's going to be both, because you don't know if you had a dream unless it has already happened in the past. So
Okay.
most recent, dream is the one that happened the latest. Okay, so or the most so the latest occurrence of you having a dream. That's what they're asking about.
Okay.
Or you can talk about whatever dream you want to.
Okay, I don't know, just maybe like 3 or just 4 days ago I had a dream. Well, I go buy marshrutka. You know, marshrutka is like a mini bus. It's like public transport. we just call here in Kazakhstan marshrutka. And then I just talking with a lot of people, and then I just asked to stop them at my bus station, at bus stop where I live near my house, and that's what I remember. It's weird, I know.
Interesting.
I don't know what
Yeah,
this
I have. Well, a lot of times I don't remember my dreams, but the dreams that I do have are kind of crazy weird as well.
Yeah.
So, and you can't really explain it. My wife has really intense dreams. She has really intense dreams.
What does mean intense? Like very
intense?
active? Yeah, or just
yeah,
like
so
vivid.
Very vivid.
Vivid.
Very vivid. So it like her dreams, she like feels all the way like she wakes up and they feel really real to her. And it's sometimes they're like really vivid nightmares. Sometimes they're kind of. It's like, for example, when she was younger, she dreamt that she was going to have 2 children. Now my wife is Latin, but the 2 children that she had, she was going to have 1 boy, 1 girl, and they were fair skinned, or they were Caucasian, right? And but she couldn't see their faces.
Okay.
All right, and but she felt like that was the absolute truth. I mean, it was almost like touching her in a way that's what was going to happen, and that's what did happen. I'm not saying that all dreams come true, or that it's some sort of premonition or anything like that. But for her, it did happen, and it's really interesting. It's really interesting. She has really intense, vivid, and I guess somewhat accurate dreams. It's kind of crazy.
Interesting.
Cool. Yeah, let's go to Hernan. Let me have you read the next question, please. And that is number 4 here. Go for it.
Okay, talk about a recurring dream that you have had in the past.
Uh-huh.
Well, to be honest, the recurring dream I always have is about kissing girls.
I love it. Nice.
Yeah, but the problem is that it's with different girls, so it gets confusing.
And you don't remember them all?
Yeah, I remember the girls who weren't in the dream, but yeah, but
now,
it's like
is it girls that you have you've met like during the day or something like that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you dream about them. That's funny, man. That's great.
But I'm sure that many men have the
dream?
same kind of dreams.
What's that?
I'm sure that many men has like they have the same dreams. That's why I said that I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's nothing new. That's why I laughed about it, because it's so true about all guys. It's so funny. That's great. Awesome.
I have a question. How many girls did you see during the day?
Sorry?
How many girls did you see during the day?
Million.
Can I skip that question?
No, because you just say like dream about like every girl, and I just wonder how many girls did you see during the day?
I don't know. In the university, you have like plenty of options to talk with many different
you call
girls.
those options? Wow.
Yeah.
No. I'm not. No, sorry. You're saying about talking or?
No, I was just kidding.
Okay.
Relax, man. Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Nice job, Hernan. Good. Let's go to Javier. Let me have you. Let's see. That was funny. All right, Javier, your question is the 5th one down. Go ahead and read that, and give me your answer.
How do you interpret a dream? Do you use your intuition, imagination to understand it, Well, sometimes, or well, it depends of the kind of dream. If maybe if it's similar to the Hernan, it's easy to have any interpretation. But sometimes I don't try to interpret a dream, because sometimes when I have a lucid dreaming, when you awake, is very soon I forget it, and I think that is very difficult to try to interpret it. Maybe I feel that like in the future, maybe I'm going to feel something like in the dream. I don't know if you understand me. But
I do, yeah.
I prefer to spend more time when, and maybe in the future, sometimes you have the feeling that you have lived in one situation before. So I sometimes I try to connect these things with the dreams.
Yeah, and that when you feel like you've been in that situation before, and it may be because of a dream or something like that, that's called deja vu. Deja vu. There was a movie. There was a movie that recently came out. Not recently, maybe within the past 5 years. Yeah, with Denzel Washington. Yeah, he had a movie called Deja Vu, where you're. I mean, that movie goes to the extreme. But deja vu is when you kind of walk into a situation. I've done this many times, where I walk into a room or something like that. I was like, oh wow. I feel like I've been here before, or I feel like I've seen this before, something like that. That can happen, and it can happen like what Javier was saying with dreams. You may dream something, and then maybe it's a lucid dream or something that feels very real. Okay, and then you walk into a situation in real life, and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool. Thank you, Javier.
Thank you.
Great answer. Let's go to Lena.
I'm here.
Let me have you read the next question, okay? This one right here that I'm highlighting. Go for it.
Do you usually read books on dream interpretation? What is your opinion on it? I don't have these books, and because I don't, how to say, I don't know. I never read this book. Understand?
Okay.
About dream interpretation, because I think it is not true.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And that's fine. Yeah. Some people believe in dream interpretation, and that it does mean certain things. Other people don't, and that's your opinion. I know my wife likes to look at dream interpretation sites and things like that. And there's times when we laugh at it, and we're like, yeah, that's silly. And other times we're like, huh, very interesting. But she likes to look at it a lot more than I do. I think of it as more of like, what would it be? What's it called when you have the different signs? Like I'm a Gemini. There's Pisces. There's anyway, whatever that is. But yeah, it's kind of like fun. I don't swear by it. I don't go, okay, well, this is what I dreamed or I dreamt, so this is going to happen for the rest of my life. No, I don't do that. But anyway, okay, well, good answer. Thank you, Lena. Let me have you. Let me have Juice go. Your question is this one right here. Go for it.
Do you generally have pleasant dreams or nightmares? Well, lately I don't remember my dreams, so that I think that my dreams are pleasant.
Okay.
We know what you're talking about.
Probably, if I remember it probably will be a nightmare.
Okay. Yeah, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, where you may remember your nightmares because it's more of a traumatic experience, you know, and so more than likely you may be having pleasant dreams all the time. Interesting. Okay. Very cool. Let's go to Manal, the next question is yours, please.
Have you ever had nightmares? What were they like? Well, yeah, of course. Uh, you know when dogs follow you and you run away, something like that, um or genies. You know, genies.
What would be Janice?
I'm not sure that if you have this. The others, you know, we are human, and the other is genies that you can see them.
Ghosts?
Just like that, yeah, just like that.
Ghosts? Yeah, I think you're saying genies, right? Like a
Yeah,
genie?
genies. Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes you have nightmares where like a dog is chasing after you, or dogs are. Other times you have dreams where ghosts or genies or people are. Now, what are they doing? Are they following you, or are they talking to
They
you?
follow.
Anything like that?
Yeah, they're following me, and I ran out, and like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not interesting,
Interesting.
Mr. Chad. It's not.
It is interesting. It is interesting. I'm analyzing everything, and I'm going to look that up in the. I'm going to look that up in a dream book, and I'm going to judge you by it forever. No, I'm just messing. No worry. No, and I don't. I haven't had a nightmare in a really, really, really long time. But yeah, I know my daughter does. My daughter does. I think my daughter's going to be a lot like her mother in that way, where they have really like intense dreams. It's hard for me to explain because they wake up and they're literally terrified. They're literally terrified about what happened in their dream. Okay, and it doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, you know, my wife. I mean, seriously, like 2 nights ago, middle of the night, wakes up crying, and I mean, she's not here, so I'll share it briefly. But yeah, she went back to the town where she grew up, and her nightmare was that everybody was calling her a prostitute, okay, or a whore or a hooker, and they were throwing stones at her. That was her dream. I'm like, are you kidding me? You are the furthest thing from that ever. I was like, how does your mind come up with these crazy dreams? And yeah, you know, and so she was like it was a horrible situation for her, which and it felt like it was real. She actually felt like everybody was yelling at her and stuff. It was crazy, absolutely crazy.
And how is she now?
She's fine. We talked about it and everything like that. She didn't even want to tell me the next morning when she woke up. I was like, I mean, you usually tell me about your dreams. She didn't want to talk about it in the middle of the night or anything. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was like, I mean, it's a dream. Your mind comes up with some crazy things. Sometimes it's just to work through whatever situation you may be going through, and it pops out this crazy imagination that you don't know what to do with. Beats me. Dreams are crazy. I don't know why we necessarily have them. Or
maybe she read the gospel this week.
Say that again.
Maybe she read the gospel this week.
Maybe she read the what? One more time.
The gospel.
The gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did. We went to church yesterday and everything like that, and that really helped out, as well as praying and things like that. You know. But yeah, no, everything's fine now. She feels a ton better.
Yeah, you know, sometimes everyone has just dream, like, you know, when you wake up and you just have like a horrible dream and you just get scared and maybe just cry.
Yeah.
I think it's happened with everyone, even adults.
Yeah, it hasn't happened with me in ages. I know when I was younger, I used to see people in the windows, and I would think that they were trying to get into the house, and that's what I would see. I'd like imagine all this crazy stuff. Anyway, Manal, did you?
Sometimes, yeah,
Huh?
or sometimes when you feel exhausted, or you have a bad ideas that day or during that week, so you have such a dream, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That could be, or maybe she felt like in real life. Maybe there wasn't a lot of people that liked her or something like that, and like magnified it into something more than. And because I mean, your self-esteem can be a fragile thing. If you think,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, whatever.
And also, just sometimes I have a bad dreams when something happened horrible. I don't know, just maybe someone's died. For example, my grandmother when died, I was kind of like have nightmares about this one, to be scared to die. Just such as weird things, and sometimes just thinking about the death. It's kind of
it's kind of freaky.
strange. Yeah, freaky, exactly.
Kind of
And
freaky.
get scared and kind of like, panic.
Yeah. No, I would agree. I would agree. Okay, well let's go to our next question. And Mahmoud, let me have you take a look at this one right here. Go ahead and read that question I highlighted and give me your answer.
What's the worst nightmare you've ever had? The worst nightmare I've ever had was about just 2 or 3 days ago. I actually dreamt of a very horrible condition, or a very horrible view that my sister had died. And actually, let me tell you a complete story. Actually, I saw that my sister had died suddenly. Actually, not died. Actually, she has been murdered. And the worst part of the dream was that I was unable to do anything. Uh, it was so distressing that the whole night I was actually very tired, and but still I couldn't sleep properly. And I woke up at least 2 times in that night. But in the morning, when I woke up, and I really thought about it. Why was I was so unable to sleep or restfully during the night. Actually, just the day before I had the dream, one of my relatives died by an accident, and also that evening I heard a murder story on the news, and my mind actually I was so stressed out by both. Actually, I was very distressed by the death of my relative, but my mind actually concocted a story. It was so it looked so real in the dream that I can't tell you how much it disturbed me during the night or during my sleep. It was very distressing.
Wow.
And when I figured out that how my mind just mixed up or put the pieces, cobbled up that pieces together to make, you can't you can't tell that it was a dream. When I was when I was dreaming, when I was asleep, I was I was really very disturbed at the thought that actually my mother has been murdered, and I can't do anything to the guy who did this. Someone muted me.
Well, yeah, Lena, please don't mute people, okay?
Do mute them when they aren't speaking, but actually,
I'm sorry.
okay, that's okay. So that was the worst nightmare I've ever had.
Wow.
And Actually, I would like to tell something more. We were discussing about the deja vu.
Sure.
I've had a lot of coincidences that I used to have. I used to think that I had some secret or some magical part that I can relate to the incidents that I encounter during my day-to-day life. But later out, when I find something that it's called deja vu and it happens to a lot of people, then I sort of researched it a bit, and I found out that sometimes it's not a proven thing, but sometimes it's basically that due to the faulty memory you've got, or either it may true. But about my personal experience, I well, not in 70% cases, not about 100. I won't say that what I experience in deja vu is almost 100% true thing, but in almost 70%, I can relate. And the striking thing is that I can tell or predict when I'm feeling deja vu, or when experiencing this, that I've have this experience before. I can actually for about 5 to 10 seconds, I can actually predict that what's going to happen. Not for uh, about the end of the situation, or what will happen after 10 or 20 minutes, but for 5 to 10 seconds, I can literally tell what I actually feel it, and that something lights on in my mind, that it's the deja vu, and for the next 5 to 10 seconds, I can predict that what's happening. Then I start to believe, oh, it's real.
Very, very, very interesting. Now, first off, your that nightmare. Wow, that's very intense as well. I know. I guess some of the worst dreams that I have had is when something is happening to my children and I can't do anything to stop it. Maybe a car accident or something like that. I've had those type of dreams where I've been powerless to do anything, and that's really really frightened me. But yeah, having someone murdered like that's pretty intense. And then it's interesting that you've had real experiences with deja vu. Some people do, other people don't. Some people believe in that sort of sixth sense. Okay, that's out there that you can kind of feel what's going to happen next. Others don't, but yeah, that's it's pretty amazing that you've had some experiences like that. Cool. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Mahmoud.
Thank you.
Let's go to Ali. Your question here is, let's see, we could do what is prophecy, or you can do this next one here, because what is prophecy may be, getting into something we don't want to talk about, or we do want to talk about, whatever you want to do. So you can do that one, or you can do the next one.
Have you ever had or heard of a dream that foretold the future? No.
Okay. Have you
simply,
heard?
Simply I don't. I didn't.
There's what's that one guy's name? Nostradamus or something like that.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of him?
Sure.
Yeah, something like that, where he supposedly had these dreams or prophecies or something like that of what would come. But yeah, there's a lot of people that read his writings. He's passed away. I believe he may have been from.
Dreams become real.
Say that again.
Dreams become real.
Yeah,
prophecy?
dreams become something like that. I haven't read anything that he's written, but yeah, no. Some people swear by what he has dreamt and things like that. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay, let's go to Amparo. Your question is.
Did you know?
There you go. Go for it.
Did you know that Abraham Lincoln supposedly foresaw his own assassination in a dream? What do you think about it? Well, I didn't know, but I think it must be a stressing situation. If you have a bad dream, you maybe are thinking about that all the time, and you can be calm because you can think it could be real, and you are doubting all the time and feeling uncomfortable, safe more if the chart that.
Okay, yeah, I would think that would be a little scary, dreaming about your own assassination, things like that. It'd be a little intense. That's the word I keep using here during class today. So intense, or that feeling of anxiety,
Yeah.
that may come over you. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's go to Anastasia. Let me have you read the next question, please.
Okay. Have you ever dreamed about dead people? Is a good signal. Why not? Well, actually, I had a dream about dead people. Usually, it was when my two grandmothers die.
Oh no.
Yeah, and sometimes, when all the time you're just thinking about why people die, and they just came in your dreams. Like maybe it was just kind of like a nightmare. Sometimes it's normal dreams, but dead people. Well, I've just noticed sometimes if I have to dream and somebody die in my dream, people just around me, not around me, but maybe just I have heard that some far away people from me died. You know,
Yeah, interesting.
it was a couple of times, so it's kind of strange.
Now, do you think that you dream about something because it's something that is worrying you? So,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because just worrying, and after a person, just close relatives are when they die. Of course, it's a stress. Just and you're all the time thinking about, and this is a process of go to the cemetery, kind of stressful, and you always like thinking about this one, and this becomes just like nightmares for you.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. I'm going to skip down just a little ways because we have some other ones about dead people and a movie that I'm going to skip over. Let's go to this next question, Hernan. Go ahead and read that question and give me your answer.
Some people say that dreaming about losing money means that you will receive it. Have you ever heard this? What other sayings about dreams do you know? Well, actually, I don't believe in that dream interpretation. I just think that dreams are something we reproduce from what we thought during the day. I just think that dreams are simply that. I think they don't have any meaning, or it's just things that we are thinking, and sometimes we think those stuff like for seconds or for many like small I don't know. For example, if we're talking about anything and we see like an object, that picture is gonna be like deep inside your brain, and then you reproduce that during your dream, but you can't remember how did that picture come to your mind, or I don't know. That's what I think about dreams.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
I want to add.
Sure.
Something like okay. Well, it's like Russian. I don't know. It's in Russian superstition or what. But if you just dream about shit, it's mean like you will have a lot of money.
Okay.
About what?
I know. It's ridiculous.
If you dream about shit, is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm seriously. Sometimes, yeah. No, seriously, I'm seriously. Like,
That is funny.
yeah, it's like a superstition a lot. But if you just, say, well, I dream about shit, and well, you will have a lot of money soon. Kind of, I don't know.
That's great.
I
That's
don't know
great.
who dream about shit, but maybe
So
it works.
you
No,
don't
I
have
don't.
shitty dreams.
No, I don't.
That's
No,
right.
no, I don't dream about it, but it's but I've heard that from people just saying this stuff.
All right. Okay, let's go to
And I.
Javier.
Mhm.
Javier, let me have you read this question here and give me your answer.
Mhm. Uh, do your dreams ever affect your moods? Explain. Mm, well, really, I think that yes, probably if you have a pleasant dream, you feel better then because of you very more relaxed when you are awake and you are more happy. But sometimes also it happens to me that if you have a disgusted nightmare, for example, and when you are in the morning, I feel better because I can see that all things are all right. So no, sometimes for example, I have a nightmare. You are. I am in the war, living feeling the war, and this is a disgusted dream. But when you are awake in the morning, all is quite simple, very easy. The people is in the street walking, so you are feel happy. So yes,
Yeah.
it affects.
Yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes if I have a strange mood, it takes me a little bit in the or not a mood. Sorry, a strange dream. It affects my mood in the morning, and I'm just it's just kind of weird. And I think about it for a little bit, and then I usually either shake it off or go on with life. But yeah, it does for a little bit in the morning. But yeah, it just depends on what the dream is, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to Lena. Let me have you read the next question and answer that. Okay.
Do you usually dream in black and white or in color? I think I usually dream. Do I dream uh, in black and white? Oh, I mean in color. My dreams is how to say. My dream is color.
Yeah. No, my dreams. You can say my dreams are
Uh-huh.
in color. Are in color. My dreams are in color.
My dreams are in color.
Yeah,
I
that's. I dream in black and white.
No, I don't have, I think.
Yeah, it's funny. I mainly dream in black and white. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and
Interesting.
why do you think, Lena? Why do you think some people dream in color and other people dream in black and white?
I think all people dream in color.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's go to Juice.
Yes, the next one.
Your question. Go ahead.
What language do you dream in? Have you ever dreamed in a language that you don't speak? Well, I usually dream in Catalan or Spanish, but sometimes and curiously I don't know why in some dreams I speak in German.
Really?
I don't know. Probably it's because in my previous life I was German. That's the explanation, the only explanation, because I don't know nothing about German.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I mainly dream in English and in Spanish, and it usually happens in both because I speak both languages. But yeah, it was interesting. I can remember to this day when I first started dreaming in Spanish, and I woke up. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa! That was crazy. I just had a full dream in Spanish. But yeah, it was kind of interesting.
And when I'm dreaming, I don't realize, but my wife then told me that I used to speak while I'm dreaming.
I speak all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, I speak all the time.
But she doesn't understand me too. So that is probably is my German.
Interesting. Okay, Manal, go for the next question.
Yeah, before I say I read it, I still really sorry about your wife, because you are talking while you sleep. So I feel sorry about her. Poor wife, you know.
No, I don't talk that loudly. Actually, okay, so this is serious. All right, this is totally serious, and I'll try and say this really quick. I did know a sleepwalker. My brother-in-law was a sleepwalker. Okay, so when I first got married, I had a dream. Okay, and my wife, she usually sleeps on the left-hand side, and she usually I usually am holding her, right? Okay, so she was she was sleeping, and my wife has really long, beautiful dark hair, right? And it goes everywhere when she sleeps, right? And so I had a dream that my left hand was stuck in a jar of spiders. Okay, so my hand was stuck in a jar of spiders, and I felt spiders crawling over, which it was her hair, right? And so my hand was stuck in her hair, and it felt like it was spiders crawling over. So what did I do? I hit whatever was blocking me. I punched my wife in the middle of the night. And the next, I hit her in the head. She fell off the side of the bed. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I was dreaming about spiders. I don't know exactly what's going." It was crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I bet she was shocked.
Totally shocked, because it was like, I mean, I was laying down, so it wasn't full force, but it was a good punch, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it was interesting. All right,
hey, very dangerous.
Yes, I expect your wife was deeply sleeping, because no, she was punching you.
Okay, Manal, let me have you read this last one, and then we've got to end class. Go for it.
Okay. Have you ever woken up from a dream in a cold sweat? Actually, I didn't get what a cold sweat.
Okay. A cold sweat. So waking up when you're sweating and you're terrified and you're sweating. So you've never had an experience like that?
No.
Ah, okay.
It's like what?
Yes, it's me.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
I experienced something like that before.
Really?
When I was sleeping, yeah. During my sleep, I go to the shop and shop some foods and go back home and sleep. And in the morning, I discovered that I have some food. So I just realized that I buy them while I'm sleeping. Yeah.
But you buy for it or free?
I don't remember.
All right, you guys. I need to get rolling.
Okay.
I need to get rolling over to my next class. Okay. This next class, I'm going to be talking about health and going over vocabulary words for it. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming to class. If you haven't already followed my
good class.
Thank you.
If you haven't already followed my Facebook, my Verbling Facebook, go ahead and like that. That'd be great. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Cool. We'll see ya. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.